Hello friends, welcome to KT Research Guidance Bureau. Myself, Dr. Kumudini R. Thakur, founder member of the Bureau, would like to request you. Please subscribe my channel, give your comments and favor to my Bureau. In last session, I gave you the brief idea about two methods for primary data collection, that was interview method and schedule method. This session is specially designed to explain another two methods for primary data collection. One is interview method and another one is projective techniques. Interview method is not a new method for you, because in our real life we face interviews so many times. So you know the simple meaning of interview, even though I would like to say the simple meaning of interview. Interview is one of the major method of data collection. It may be defined as two-way systematic conversation between an investigator and an informant initiated for obtaining information relevant to as a specific study. So, it is face to face method, and researcher is interested to collect some information. So, he contacts the person and try to find the information. We can say something more for interview method. It involves not only conversation but also learning from the respondents' gestures, facial expressions and pose, and the environment also. So many times if you observe the person, you can understand everything, and many times if the person believes different and says different, then also you can judge it. So it is very helpful to get correct information. So if you takes the interview rightly, then you can find more information from the respondent. There are several types of interview, but I would like to say the importance of interview method. So, it is the main method or maybe a supplementary method. With questionnaire you can use interview, with schedule also you can use interview method. Second thing is, when your respondents are illiterate, that time interview method gives better results, because the researcher can explain his view and can fetch the information. If you want to collect wide range of data about the belief of the person, his environment, what he is going to do in near future, then you can use interview method. I would like to give you one example. Arnav Goswami took the interview of Narendra Modi many times, and in future also he will take. So in that one you can see the skill of both party, and if one is very intelligent and the respondent is not ready to respond, then he can change as per his psychology and can fetch the information. And when you are interested to get qualitative information, then you can use interview method. And if you collected the data, you fill up the questionnaire or schedule, even though you want some clarity, some authenticity, that time also you can use interview method and you can give better conclusions for that one. There are several types of interview. One is structured interview. In structured interview, generally questions are pre-decided and sequence are already managed. As per the list, the person asks the question and that fellow replies. In that interview, the researcher has no liberty and he has to ask the question in that manner only. While in unstructured interview, the person can ask the question as per the situation, as per the intelligence or understanding of the respondent. And if respondent is not ready to respond, then he can twist the question and that fellow can highlight his skill and capability. Third one is focused interview. In TV, you observe focus interview many times. Right now, our farmers are agitating. They call the expert and they ask some of the questions related to that. They took the interview of Amit Shah also on the same topic. So that is focused interview. In that one, subject is pre-decided or incident is decided, and on the context of that subject or incident, the person takes the interview and tries to find out his view, what he is going to do to solve the problem. Another type is behavioral interview. In that one, candidates are asked to explain their skill, experience, activities, etc., etc. And on that basis, they try to judge the person. Then stress interview is also one of the main interview. In that one, it may possible that a knowledgeable person or the expert delivers the lecture or explain how to minimize the trace, or the person asks respondent that in this situation how the fellow can manage the trace. This way also he can conduct. Then situational interview. In situational interview, generally they create hypothetical situation, and in hypothetical situation, how they handle the situation. Suppose when these fire safety people, they create hypothetical situation. For military also they create hypothetical situation and how to handle this situation. Then phone interview. In telephone interview, person asks the question and that fellow replies as per his willingness. Then one-to-one interview means person to person interview. It may be focused or it may be structured or unstructured interview, and many times all our leaders, they are ready to give the interview, one-to-one interview, so that they can highlight their future plan, what they want to do for the development of our nation. Then another type is group interview. In group interview, all these persons they gather, and then one fellow may raise the question and the person who are in the group, they have to reply. Suppose one company gave one advertisement for one post, officer post, and 50 applications are there, and company has no time. That time they can inform all job seekers that please sit in this room, and then he can take the interview. Then plan interview. In that interview, company invites interview at some time. So in panel interview, panel of the judges or the person, they take the interview of this person. Now suppose after BCom or MCom or after PhD, you want to apply for lecturer post. That time you have to face this panel interview. Who are the members for this panel? One fellow is from the government, another expert, third from the university, fourth from your trust. This way they design the panel and they check the candidate whether he can perform his duty nicely or not. And another type is screening interview. In screening interview, they like to screen the person. So company may take group interview for screening the person. So they narrow down the size of the interviewer and then they take the interview. So these are the main methods of interview. Now let's try to understand merits of interview method. First and foremost is you can fetch more information. If you are not satisfied, then immediately you can raise the another question. You can cross the question. You can verify the information whether the person is right or wrong. Then interviewer skill also helps to take the interview, and generally when the leader gives the interview, that time either the CEO or the main person of the channel takes the interview. Why? Because they are expert. Then it is very flexible. As per the situation, as per the knowledge of that person, you can change the questions. Then with interview, you can observe another method, that is observation method. So when you take the interview, that time you can observe his body language, his facial expression, and then you can judge that person. Then if you want to obtain informal information, then also you can take the interview. It may be confidential interview, it may not be public interview, and main thing is you can control the sample. That is one of the benefit of interview method. And you can change the language or you can use the language as per the education of that particular person. If he is unable to understand your language, then you can use his language. Then it is more accurate among all these methods. And if the person is intelligent, then even the listeners can enjoy this interview. But it is also not free from limitations. There are some limitations. Then if the number is large or the respondents are more, then this method takes too much time, cost also. It is not that much helpful. Then if the geographical area is wide, large, that time also you can't use this interview method. then as I told you that it is time consuming, costly, then how to take the interview? If the person has no idea, then that person is unable to fetch any sort of information. For that you require trained staff, and for that company has to spend the money, and many times company is not ready for that. But many limitations are very avoidable limitations. With some practice or some training, you can come out from these limitations. So you have not to bother that much for that one. The another method for data collection is projective technique. Now keep in mind, when the researcher is unable to find the correct information with the help of either questionnaire, schedule or interview method, that time he uses projective techniques. So projective techniques is one of the most important techniques. So it is essential to get the idea about projective techniques. It is an unstructured, indirect form of questioning that encourage respondent to project their underlying motivations, beliefs, attitudes or feelings regarding the issues of concern. In another way, you can say that in projective techniques, respondents are asked to interpret the behavior of others. Means you have to observe and then you have to record and you have to give your judgment. So this is projective techniques. There are mainly three types of projective techniques are there. One is visual projective techniques. Second one is verbal projective techniques, and third one is expressive techniques. I would like to give you brief idea about these techniques. Let's try to understand the first one, that is visual projective techniques. I will give you one picture. See this picture and then try to understand what comes in your mind. See, this picture highlights that one fellow wear green color coat, another have coffee, and he carried a lady. This is one of the story of Zen monks. So this comes in your mind, but actually the meaning is little bit different. Two monks, they were crossing the river. That time one lady was also interested to cross the river, but she has some fear. So she requested that, can I join you? And one fellow informed that yes, you can join, but the water level was very deep and she has more fear, and she requested that I am unable to walk. So that fellow carried that lady on shoulder. They crossed the river, and afterwards on the other side that monk dropped the lady and they started. The green coat wearing person was in a dilemma and he was unable to forget this situation. So their ashram was very nearer and he was angry also. He asked the another one that our Guru told us that don't see the female, don't touch her. You not only touch you carry the woman. So this is not fair. So that fellow replied, what you are talking? That when we were crossing the river, that time you carry that lady. Oh, he replied, oh, when I drop her, that time I drop from my mind, but still you are carrying her. So this way also you can taste the knowledge of the person, and it is very, very useful. Another one is then that one in projective techniques, you know, that is word association test. You have to associate two words. Then completion of the sentence, that is also one of the technique. See, half sentence is already given and you have to complete it. Then expression technique is that you have to express that one. So these are the techniques of projective. Let's try to understand the merits of expression techniques. There is no bias. Person can interpret the situation as per his psychology, philosophy and knowledge, and easily the researcher can understand what is in his mind. So this is one of the best technique, but it is also not free from limitations. In that one you need well trained staff, and it is very difficult to get. And to interpret the situation itself is a very difficult. And with hardly half an hour interpretation, you can't judge the person. And some fellows, they are very expert and they are not ready what is in their heart and mind. That time this technique never gives good results. Then interpreter's bias may be there. That fellow says in a different manner and interpreter can interpret that situation in a different manner. This is costly also because you have to create the situation, you have to appoint the experts. This cost very high, and many times it may not be suitable for entire population or for mass. So these are some of the limitations. Today I gave you the idea about two techniques. One is interview method and another one is projective technique. I hope you enjoy the session. Please don't forget to subscribe the channel. Please give your comments and do favor for my bureau. Thank you very much. So nice of you.